Hi guys, bonjour tout le monde. J'espère que tout va bien avec vous autres. Hi everybody. So we got more ATC cards yesterday. Let me see where they were put, right here. And then today Dominic brought some as well. So we're going to show you. These were by Michelle. Okay. These are by Michelle, not the Michelle from Création. And they're really, really very pretty. She said, was that the back door? She said that everything here was Tim Holtz. So Tim Holtz stencil, that's one of his stamps, and that's the cactus. Okay, I'm not sure, but.
It'll be warm.
All right, so voila. Those are the new ATC cards here. And again, you're going to get to see me because we're going to walk to the front and we are going to look at the ones Dominic left. And then I'm going to show you, she swatched all the beautiful T-Rex alcohol inks from the starter kit. Hi, everybody. Okay. So, these here were by Le Michel de Page Création. So this one and this one, as well as this one and this one. And then these were by Dominic, again with alcohol inks and foil on them. It's kind of hard to see the foil, that's why I keep moving it around so you can see it. There it is. Okay. Donc, il nous reste quelques-uns de ceux-là aussi. So, come on by with your ATC cards. And, oh, this one has a ton of foil on it. Beautiful, beautiful. And des bibettes. Okay. So, we're going to turn around again. Oh, you know what? Ariel brought me some new cards, too. Bon vendredi à vous tous. So where's Ariel's new cards? They are here. Okay, let's see what we've got new from Ariel. She seems to be in love with Mr. Frost. Mr. Frost, who Michelle, who made the first ATC cards, calls the Drunken Snowman. Ceux-là, c'était un matrice de Tim de l'an passé. Donc ça, c'est tout de Tim. Les édifices, le fond, tout de Tim. Okay, so this was all from Tim. This one too. Donc, tout de Tim. This is the embossing folder, the slimline embossing folder from Altenew. Okay, donc ceux-là, c'est le slimline de Altenew. Et ça, c'est une des gnomes de Woodware Stamps. Okay, absolutely love him. And we're waiting for him to come back in stock. Okay, donc on attend lui. All right, but more important than all of that. Oh, and Dominic brought me, oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to show this yet, but that is beautiful. Okay, so we're going back to the back. And you're not going to believe what came in. Anybody? Anybody? What came in? What came in? What were we waiting for? It's here. It is here. That gorgeous color from Tim, Villainous Potion. It's here. So that is the distress pad. That is the Oxide pad. And you'll see the difference in the colors. Remember, I'm going to show you after. On va le faire ça ensemble. Voilà le spray Oxide. Donc, il faut braser les sprays Oxide, mais le spray d'encre, il faut pas le braser. So you do not have to shake the Distress ink, but you do have to shake the Distress Oxide spray. Look at this glaze. Now, you guys can't see it because there's too much light, but this purple, I wish I had a way. Let me see if I can get it against the black so you can see how rich this purple is. It's stunning, okay? Very, very cute. And le peinture, le re-encreur distress, le re-encreur oxyde, et 2, 4, 6, 8, et l'épingle qui est déjà tout acheté. Okay, so on va parler de ça tantôt. We're going to look at that a little closer later. Now, so those of you who bought the T-Rex alcohol inks, tous les commentaires que j'ai eus sur ces encres d'alcool sont positifs, okay? I've only heard good things about the T-Rex alcohol inks. And now, just going to run you through. Dominic made us a swatch of this one. Just look at that first one. I might have to steal this. So if it's not there, si quand tu visites, puis tu checks ça, si ceux-là est plus là, c'est pas moi qui l'ont. Okay? It's not going to be me who has it. Well, maybe it will. Donc voilà, ça c'est le Space Black sur blanc et sur noir. Puis elle ajoute un peu de blanc juste pour que... Mais garde comme ça vous donne une visuel. So you see the way it gives you a background that just reflects in the light? That in itself is totally cool. Okay? Oh, do we have a birthday today? Bonne fête, Diane. So here we've got amethyst purple. Amethyst purple. Okay. Et ça, c'est sur le blanc. Ça, c'est encore sur le blanc. Mais ceux-là, je pense que ça, c'est pur. Ça, c'est mélangé avec un peu de blanc. So that one's pure. This one's mixed with a little bit of white. And then this is the mix of white on black. So you see how cool that is? Not everything has to be popping. Il faut pas qu'il sorte de la carte pour être beau, okay? You need to see that kind of reflection in your project, and that's what makes it beautiful. Then we've got deep sea blue. So you see it's not even close to what's on there. On here, maybe they put it on black. So voila, deep sea blue. Look at that. I don't know. If you mixed it with white here, I can't tell because it's so gorgeous. What a color. C'est plus comme un cobalt. And then this is mixed with white ink on here. So you see that? Beautiful. Then we have Glacier Blue. Glacier Blue. Une deuxième avec un peu de blanc. Puis la troisième avec du blanc sur le noir. It is incredible. Okay? Really, really incredible. Tidal teal. So instead of tidal wave, we've got tidal teal. And it is a stunning teal. C'est tellement beau, cette couleur. Then we have this. Look at that. So you see toutes les places où c'est shiny. C'est là que si vous ajoutez un peu de foil avant que c'est complètement sec, quand c'est tacky, tu peux ramasser de foil dessus. All right? Ou transférer le foil dessus. And then the black one seems to be, there we go. Et voilà celle sur noir. Erin, we're waiting for you to come to Montreal so you can meet everybody and blame them in person for spending your money. Not me, of course. Pas moi. Look at that. Jurassic green. Isn't that gorgeous? It looks like she mixed it with yellow, but that's really the color. Okay? It's got like lime nuances in it. Voilà, avec un peu de blanc probablement. Et ça, certainement, il y en a du blanc. So can you imagine die cutting leaves out of that? That would just be beautiful. Then we have Irish moss. Donc, ceux-là est beaucoup plus une lime. Okay, so this one's a lot more limey to it without being in your face lime. Look at that. Okay. Then we've got sunshine yellow. Just a beautiful yellow, of course. Nice and bright. What I love are how bright these colors are. Voilà le deuxième. Puis sur du noir. So just, I don't know. It's so different. Bellini orange. Oh, Jay, go get me a peach Bellini, please. I know. Okay, Dominic, instead, la prochaine fois, oh yeah, does Uber do the SAQ? Maybe Uber Eats. Donc, la prochaine fois, j'en veux une Bellini pêche au lieu de juste un échantillon d'orange. So here's Bellini orange. You know, I'm such a big talker. I'm really not a big drinker. I've got my little pouches and that's it. So then we've got the orange with the white, and then look at that. Can you imagine die cutting parts of your pumpkin out of that? Oh. Then we've got dragon fruit pink. Just look at these colors. I'm in love. I'm really, really in love. Look at that. Okay, enough said. I mean, I don't have to say anything more, just showing you this. Then we have Shiraz Red. So Shiraz Red is on the pinky side. Okay, ceux-là est rouge rose. Ça, c'est un mélange. Puis là, donc vraiment différent que le fuchsia. Juste pour vous donner l'effet, complètement différent. So then it looks more red. And that is where we started. So thank you again, Dominic. It's always nice to have samples so everybody can see what they look like. But just look at that. So beautiful. Thank you, really. All right. Tim Holtz Distress Glitter Clear Rock Candy. Pour ceux qui suivent Tim, ça, c'est pas un nouveau produit. This is not a new product, but he seems to revive it every year around this season, right? Because that's when we're looking the most for like really shiny, snowy looking things, snowflakes. So Clear Rock Candy is a glitter qui est comme transparent, mais brille beaucoup, okay? So there we go. So that one is Distress Glitter Clear Rock Candy. Pour ceux qui ont acheté le Simple Vintage Country Harvest, et même si tu ne l'as pas acheté, moi j'ai bien aimé les washi, spécialement ceux-là en noir et blanc. This makes me think a lot of some of the All and Create stamps. Then we have les citrouilles et la feuillage. So beautiful, beautiful set of washi tape. Washi, washi, washi. Okay, then we've got this, okay? Do you remember I told you that somebody brought me in a sample? Quelqu'un m'a apporté un échantillon de ce qui l'air comme la dentelle, okay? And it looked like lace. And it was white, and it was just exquisite. Donc, ça, c'était le pochoir qu'ils l'ont fait avec, et le cream paste de Stamperia, okay? She said she just put a thin coat over, let it dry, and then when she peeled it out, ça a l'air comme du vinyle, mais tout en dentelle. So it looked like vinyl. Okay, it was really very cool. She put just a thin coat, and then it just came out. Okay, so beautiful. So this one, what is it called? It is called lace, dentelle, par Sculpey. Okay. Oh, I didn't know we got these in. Je m'excuse, Marie. Il vient d'arriver. Les sticky grid sheets. Ça, c'est le format... Ça va être éventuellement le format moyen. So this one, it fits the standard cutting pad that goes into your Big Shot, okay? Yes, you can cut them. Yes, you could just use it on your Big Shot plates, but it is absolutely a favorite of mine. I just love sticky grid, and so does Tim. And for those of you who bought his new houses, his paper village, he uses this whenever he needs to position windows and everything. So stock up, because it's going to be probably very popular. Moi, je suppose que ça va être très populaire à cause que Tim a utilisé ça, premièrement, quand il veut couper une mots de ses tailles, mais en même temps, il l'utilise beaucoup avec le village qu'il vient de faire. Okay? So with his newest paper village, he shows you that he uses this when he wants to place the windows and the different pieces. This is what holds it in place. Now, I did not get the whole Fernwood collection as of yet, but just look at this stamp set. This is a Vicky Bouton stamp set. Look at the detail sur la libellule. Look at the detail on that dragonfly. Is that just stunning? This is where Vicky's two worlds meet. OK? Ça, c'est où les deux mondes de Vicky Boutin joindre sur une étampe comme ça. Parce que même comme elle fait des choses de cute, en même temps, elle fait des choses plus... je sais pas comment dire la bonne mot, but she does some mixed media mixed with her style. So this is à la Vicky. Donc là, we have a life documented stamp. Après ça, on a toutes ces étampes. Et qu'est-ce qui est mieux est le prix. Okay? So just a beautiful, beautiful stamp set. All of these images were stamped with this. Okay? Oh, and the stamp is not part of her kit class, says Leah. Then we have this, cela est pas nouveau. This is not new, but Tim used it a lot in his videos this year, so people were asking for it. See, it's number 21, de speckles. Mais quand il utilise le grid paste et des choses comme ça, il utilise souvent cette pochoir. Then from Warm Wishes, this here is the, let's say the foam puffy stickers, okay? So, sont des stickers, mais il y en a des mots en noir, des mots en or, puis c'est double côté, donc il y en a beaucoup. So you've got a lot of sentiments on here. And then this, I only got one, and I really shouldn't be showing it because it's not fair, but I can get more. So I have a second one that might even be in the boxes that arrived today. But this one here, I just love. It's called Halloween Alphabet. Yes, it's $41. Mais les lettres sont au moins 1 pouce et quart, peut-être même 1 pouce et demi. Okay, so no, 1 quart, je pense. But yes, the drippy gooiness of this, okay, is quite special. Donc, j'ai des autres qui s'en viennent. J'en ai une autre qui s'en vient déjà. It might be in the box or just left. But, oh, Jay has it in the box. So he's going to put it up for you guys. So we have 2 of these, okay? It is a cool alphabet. I have to agree. It's too bad they don't put pictures. So it's a ooey, drippy, it could be melting. Donc, si tu fais avec une couleur de glace, ça va l'air comme il fonde. Or it's drippy gooey for Halloween. So really, really cool. Is that the last? That is the last. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go compare our villainous potion. Now, I know a lot of you do watch Tim's video, so this isn't going to be new to you, but I am just going to test it on some craft paper and I'm going to test it. The oxide might show up on black, and I'm going to put it on some watercolor, just so we could see the different shades. And I'm going to use a foam, but I'm also going to use the brushes, okay? So let me get a clean foam. I know I have my foam here somewhere. Oh, that's a brush. Oh, there's the foam. It's cleanish. Oh, I'm going to need more than one foam, right, guys? How's this one? Perfect. Deux foam. Okay. So I'm going to put you up here. But if it completely cuts out, trick or treat pirouette for me, I think I did. I'm going to check Ariel. I'm going to make sure before she ships my order. So I'll do that right after the video. I thought I did, but I just want to confirm. Okay, guys. So I am going to open, and I know you're going to be jealous, except those of you who might have it already. I am going to open Villainous Potion Oxide and regular. And we are going to see what it looks like. I mean, we waited long enough for it, right? Right. So, I don't have that kind of patience. We're just gonna rip it open. All right. So, first of all, of course, we can do what we did the other day. J'ai fait avec le mini, but we can definitely do this. Okay, and there we've got our wood plank, like I showed you guys the other day. And now, of course, I have ink all over here. So that was the Distress ink. I'm going to do la même chose avec le Distress Oxide. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing. And, okay. So right away you can see the difference in the color. Oxide against Distress ink. Okay? So do you see how this is, it's almost like it's more chalky. Okay? So that's what it looks like doing our little band technique, which I happen to love because I think it's so ingenious. Okay, je vais juste enlever un peu de l'encre ici. I wore a purple shirt, so it'll just blend. I figured if I wore purple, si j'apportais quelque chose mauve aujourd'hui, la couleur va venir. Okay, so call it silly, but it worked. The color's here. Okay, so I said I was going to try it with the foam. Okay. Hello, Mona. Okay. That's the one you just picked and the one I just did. Voila. So now I've put Oxide on here. I have no clue where my tapis went, so I'm just going right on this one. So that is Oxide, okay? And the reason I'm doing it on watercolor paper right now is because we're going to add water. Je vais ajouter de l'eau, okay? Mais tout de suite, on voit que la couleur est un peu plus chaud que la vraie couleur, okay? So, let's just, I'm going to do half the page with that color. J'ai fait la moitié de page avec ça. Check that they don't have a distress order too. Yeah, I'm looking. And the other half we're going to do with this one. And we're going to use the ink, which I've already lost. Voilà. Mais maintenant, on va le faire avec l'encre. Oh, right away, I can see the difference. Tout de suite, je le vois la différence. Donc, qu'est-ce qui est la différence entre ces deux encres-là? On va dire que le encre distress est translucide ou translucent, okay? It is always going to be transparent. It's always going to be a lighter coat that you could see under unless you keep building up tons of color on top. But you'll be able to see what you've done underneath. Whereas the oxide est beaucoup plus opaque, okay? So it is a lot thicker and it'll be a more opaque finish to the color, okay? So here we go. I'm joining them together. So you see, I can blend them together. I just don't want to put this back on my pad now. And we are going to check out some water techniques. If I can find my distress spray bottle. Jay, do you see my water bottle, the distress one? I had it over there. I'll take the Nouveau. I would. Oh, you see, Jay found it for me. I'm checking if I'm still there. Parce que l'autre jour, j'étais en train de parler à vous autres, puis j'ai disparu. All right, so we're going to see when we add just drops of water on Oxide and drops of water on Distress ink. Okay? So you see how this, look at that. Right away, this is going purple, that's going pink, okay? So that is the oxide. This is the ink. Donc, je vais dire le encre est une couleur plus pure, froide. Cela est beaucoup plus chaleureux et c'est plus proche à l'humeur de Scrapbook Central. Donc, je savais que je vais l'aimer la couleur. I knew I was going to like the color. This is a colder purple, the Distress ink. This is a much warmer color, and this one is very much the color of Scrapbook Central's walls. So I'm just going to grab a piece of paper towel. Okay. And we're going to just dab a little. Okay. So no matter what, when it's an quand c'est un encre, le plus longtemps que tu laisses l'eau, la plus ça va enlever la couleur. Encre ou oxyde. But what's more fascinating about oxide is it does more of an oxidization of the color. Okay? So, au lieu de juste toujours enlever la couleur, ça fait comme, c'est un peu de chimie. So it's a little bit of chemistry, the way it goes. Whereas this doesn't want to blend. You see, some of it is blending, some of it is coming out. Les plus gros gouttes, il vient plus blanc, mais la restant, il blend en couleur. This one will always just turn white, okay? So even if I dry it quicker, it's going to still want to go to that white finish, whereas this always looks more cloudy, plus nuageux. So I hope you can see that, la comparaison. Ici, même que j'ai juste mis un push-push puis j'ai enlevé, it still went white, whereas here, it's trying to blend and bring out something that's underneath. Et c'était sur la même carton, puis j'ai mis la même quantité sur les deux. So I used the same amount on both of these sides, okay? So that is where oxide and ink differ. Mais au même temps, Tim dit les deux jouent ensemble très bien. So he tells you use your oxides and your inks together and you will have more dimension. Mais it's very important to know that you don't want to use the same foam. Utilise pas la même foam. Regarde, les couleurs sont pas les mêmes. Mais qu'est-ce qui est dans le oxyde? Si on met dans notre encre distress, on peut, je veux pas faire de dommages, mais il est pas bon. Okay, parce que I guess the chemical or whatever they use in here, the other ink that they use, parce que le oxyde, c'est comme deux sortes d'encre blendées ensemble. Ça, c'est une encre pure. So whatever they use in there is not good to put on your distress ink. So you really do want to keep two separate tools, and you can see right away that they're different, okay? So I've seen people, you know, tu peux mettre un peu de Velcro ici and then stick your foam there so you always know it's the right foam. I tend to use my foam, so I just clean them out and I reuse them. So, une ou l'autre, les deux façons sont bons, okay? So you can see the difference in the color. Now, let's try the same thing on black, all right? Just, you know, better I waste my paper than you do. So we can see right away that the lighter one, the pinkier one, is the oxide. Donc, c'est ça que je vais le faire. Actually, no. I'm going to show you the distress first. All right. So here is Villainous Potion. And here it is on black. Are you loving it? Whoa, c'est beau, eh? On le voit presque rien. You see? Now what happens if I take my oxide to there on black? And listen, I don't know the answer to my question either. I'm just asking. Ah. So do you see? Le produit mélangé avec de l'encre pure a comme une surface craie. So do you see the difference on black? Okay, and you saw I put ink on here. I did, I swear. Regarde la différence. Oxyde, ink. Okay, gros différence sur noir parce que une est à cause que c'est translucide puis tout ça, on voit le noir. Because this one's opaque, we can see the purple. Okay, then. So we have that. I'm going to add water like I did before. And that's where you'll really see more of an oxidization. Tu vois? Qu'est-ce qu'il fait là? That is called oxidation. Okay? And that is the effect. I mean, on the black papers, it's beautiful. I mean, it is crazy how beautiful that is. And notice that it dried on its own. I don't know why, but it went dry right away on its own. So, pretty cool. Okay? Donc là, c'était le papier aquarelle et maintenant le papier noir. Okay? The third one we're going to try is our craft paper. Why not, right? So, again, I'm going to go to my distress ink. Okay, I'm going to go to my distress ink, and I'm going to pick up more, okay? And I'm using the foams still. Remember, I haven't done the brushes. I'm doing the foams at the moment. Okay, so again, on voit la couleur en dessous à cause que c'est une encre translucent. I should have stamped something on here, and then you could really see, but you can still see the craft under here. Tu peux déjà ou encore voir le papier craft en dessous. Okay? So you can still tell that it was done on craft paper because I keep putting more and more and I'm still seeing some craft. Okay? So I'll put a little bit more. Okay? So there you go. So you see? And now we're going to do the same thing with our oxide. Okay. So here is my oxide. And right away, we see the difference. So, are you team oxide or team ink? Look at that. So it gets a whole new color. C'est même pas rose sur le craft, mais garde la différence entre les deux couleurs. Okay? So really, really a big difference in the color. And so people go, I already have the color in ink. I don't need the oxide. You're right, you don't need, you never need the other, well, you do, but that's a whole other story. But it is different, okay? Because right away people think, well, the same color. It's not the same color. It really is not. So you see that versus that, completely different. Now let's do our water drops again. On veut faire les mêmes comparaisons toujours. Et moi, je trouve ici le violet, l'air brun, puis là, il y a de punch, okay? So that's what I'm seeing as the difference. So you see, when you're on white paper, quand on est sur le papier blanc, when you're on the white paper, you think, it's doing the same thing. It's making it white. This is not white. This is oxidized. This is white. And you can tell here, because as soon as we put water, le moment qu'on a mis de l'eau, on voit encore le papier qui est en dessous. On voit le craft. Là, c'est blanc encore. Donc, ça, c'est un effet oxydé. I hope that gives you a good example, because really here, you probably thought I was nuts when I said this and this aren't the same, because they really aren't. Ça, c'est vraiment le papier qu'on voit en dessous. This is really the paper we're seeing underneath, whereas here we're just seeing a chemical reaction, okay? So it's more apparent when I do it on the craft. Parce que là, on voit le papier craft, comme on a vu le papier blanc. But here, you're seeing the same kind of look as you see here. Et sont sur deux papiers différents. Donc, ça dit que la réaction là est vraiment une réaction. Là, c'est vraiment juste de tirer la couleur de la papier. So I hope that makes it a little bit more clear. So here you can see the chemical reaction going on, and here. Here, it's just taking the color from your paper and restoring the color that's underneath. So that's why we see white here. That's why we see craft here. And if it had worked on the black, we would see black there, okay? Now look at how much this color has changed, okay? Je l'ai laissé juste comme tel, and look how much that's changed. Now the whole thing looks oxidized. So really quite an incredible color. Moi, je suggère de toujours faire des swatchs avec toutes vos couleurs. Les swatchs, c'est ce que Dominique nous apporte toujours, c'est des swatchs. Et comme ça, vous êtes très capable de choisir ton couleur. So you can always make a good decision of which color you want to use based on what it looks like on those papers. So do a swatch on white, do a swatch on craft, and do a swatch on black. They only have to be little squares. But at least then, when you go and you say, I want to use Villainous Potion, je veux utiliser Villainous Potion aujourd'hui, est-ce que j'utilise l'encre ou est-ce que je l'utilise l'oxyde? Ah, laisse-moi checker mes papiers qui vont être à côté de ça, puis comme ça, je peux prendre la décision de laquelle j'aimerais mieux. Quelle me donne le contraste? Est-ce que je fais un projet froid ou chaud? So really, if you did yourself swatches of this, you'd be doing yourself a service, okay? Because all three give you the idea of, I mean, this is a gorgeous color. It's not purple, but it's a gorgeous color. So it's nice to know that you have that available. So, you see, because even when I put, where's the oxide one? Okay, so even if I go here now, it starts off looking more purple, right? Look at that. That's what it looked like when we first did it, right? Quand je vous montré, ça a l'air comme ça. But then we ignored it, and it now looks like this. So really, like I said, cool, different effects on white, black, and craft, premièrement. Different effects si vous utilisez l'encre ou l'oxyde. Donc, c'est vrai, tu n'as pas besoin de 60 couleurs ou 66 couleurs maintenant en oxyde et encre. Besoin. Mais je vais dire que c'est mieux d'avoir une moitié-moitié au lieu de toute encre et tout oxyde. Comme ça, vous pouvez faire des effets. Puis Tim parle que quand on utilise l'oxyde et l'encre ensemble, même si ce n'est pas la même couleur, on a plus de profondeur dans nos images. So Tim always says that by using, whether it's the sprays or the pads, when you use Oxide and Distress ink together, you get more depth in your project because each color gives you a different feel, okay? So you really do get a different feel from both. So when you use them together, et comme j'ai dit, pas nécessairement la même couleur, mais peut-être le mauve, tu utilises Oxyde, puis on veut mélanger avec un rose, puis le rose, tu utilises encre. So that's how they're different. Now the last thing I'm just going to show you is just how I find the brushes to be different than the foams, okay? So I'm going to clean off my brush. So you see, je reçois pas beaucoup de transfert là, donc je sais que la couleur va être parfaite si j'utilise la même brosse dans mes couleurs. So you see, I just clean it off. And if I'm not getting any pink here, I'm not going to get pink in my ink. Pink in my ink. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Okay. So here. If I go with my Distress ink, so this is what I always say. I say it's more feathery. Okay? So you see how I need to build the color up. Il est plus doux. Et c'est pas nécessairement parce que j'ai mis moins d'encre dessus. It holds the ink different, okay? Un coussin en mousse, ça va tenir l'encre beaucoup différent que les petits bristles, okay? So, I can build the color up. Je peux faire foncé comme l'autre, mais ça va être plus de travail et ça va prendre plus de temps. Donc, vraiment, c'est de savoir qu'est-ce que vous voulez faire. So you really want to know what it is you want to do. If you want dark right away, use a foam. Okay? Si tu veux foncer tout de suite, tu es certaine, tu veux foncer, use a foam. But if you want a more feathery kind of look because you're building the color, I use the brushes. I love the brushes for that. Okay? Because I can get that softer look. And you saw when I did the foam, it went dark right away. You see the difference? Okay? So I can build up. Je peux arriver à la même couleur, mais si je veux vraiment foncer, je vais aller directement avec mon foam. So I do find a use for both of them, but I do like that this can give me, like if I'm doing stenciling, I like the feathery. I really do. I like that I can get like that softer, feathery look. Okay? So now let's see the same thing with the Oxide. So I'm going to clean that off. I'm not going to use this one with the Oxide just because Tim says not to. And I'm going to use a brush, which is, it should make brown because I have green on the brush, but I don't think I have any green really left on here. So, not really. Okay, so that's how I clean my brush. You know, everybody talks about, oh, I'm going to wash it out after every color. Yeah, I'm a little lazy, so I just clean my brush like that. All right. You can't call me lazy, but I definitely can call me lazy. All right, so you see now I've got it on this brush, and I can again feather it. So again, j'ai plus de contrôle de la montante de l'encre qui va aller sur mon papier. I find I have a little bit more control of how much ink I put down, okay? Again, when I'm doing stenciling like of an image where you do one layer, the other, and the other, then I like to use these. If I just want to stencil like on an art journal page and I just want to add some color, I can use the foam or this. Neither one makes a difference to me. Okay? So guys, that is a little bit about oxide versus ink. Okay? So again, I would clean off my brush. So as soon as I no longer transfer color, I'm fine. I'll turn it over. Okay, so completely, that's how I clean my brush, okay? You can buy cleaners, you can wash it, you can do whatever you want. This is how I clean my brush. Et après ça, je vais l'utiliser avec une autre couleur. I'm sure of it, because that's just what I do. All right, so again, we can do water on here, and it'll give us the same effect it gave us before because we're on watercolor paper. So you see? So that is the oxidization. Okay? So guys, couple of things. Okay, just a few things. So we have Deanna's classes this weekend. Okay, oublie pas les cours dimanche. Il me reste 2 kits. I still have 2 kits of the Winter Woodlands and 3 of the Jingle All the Way. Okay, so if you want those, they're still available to buy online. You can come in and pick them up tomorrow. You can watch the video later. C'est comme nos vidéos, vous pouvez les regarder n'importe quand. Première chose. Deuxième chose, of course, the Villainous Potion is in stock, so we are filling your orders as quickly as possible. Les items qui manquent de Ideology Halloween, au moment, j'ai peu de confiance que ça va arriver. J'attends une confirmation des autres. Et si ça ne va pas arriver, nous autres, on va vous créditer vos comptes, okay? So if I see that the ideology, I'm losing confidence that the missing pieces are ever going to get here. If they do, great. But if they don't, we will start crediting your account, okay? Then the Christmas ideology, I still haven't heard about it shipping. Donc, ça n'a même pas posté encore. So, at least Christmas is a little further away than Halloween is, but still, I'm hoping it gets here soon. And oublie pas que lundi à midi, don't forget Monday at noon, Marion from Wow Embossing Powders in the UK is going to be here on our Facebook page. Donc, viens sur la page lundi à midi. OK, prends ton lunch, fais ce qu'il faut, mais la plus de monde qui est là, le meilleur salaire pour Scrapbook Central quand on veut offre une autre visite à elle. So, that is what I'm hoping Monday at 12 o'clock, Marion is going to be on. She is going to show you a bunch of samples with her stamps and her stencils and her embossing powders, okay? So Marion will be on at 12 o'clock on Monday. All right, so don't forget, Monday at 12 o'clock. Merci tout le monde, puis j'espère de vous voir lundi à midi. Merci et bonne fin de semaine à vous autres. Thank you, everybody, and have a fabulous weekend. And we'll see you Monday at 12. Bon weekend. Bye.